Artificial intelligence is one of the most growing field in the industry, and in this video we are going to discuss in detail what are the different career options you can opt for in artificial intelligence. Okay. Now, first of all, let's try to understand what is artificial intelligence in case if people don't know that. So, artificial intelligence is basically sort of a mechanism with which we make our machines intelligent. So, if we talk about human beings have sort of an intelligence with which they can actually take action based on the data which they have. So, like let's say when we start learning how to drive a car, when we learn how to drive a vehicle, we take the data, what are the mistakes I'm making, and based on that data, we make the right decision, and ultimately after a few trials and errors, I'm able to drive a car or maybe drive a vehicle. Now, if we can transfer this same intelligence to a car, or I should say to a machine, that will be known as artificial intelligence, where that machine is going to take the data and ultimately it is going to take it and make decision based on it. If I have to give a very simple example, Tesla is one such car which actually is capable of making decision where they should be taking a turn based on various objects which are coming forth. So this is in simple and short, I would say, artificial intelligence stands for. Okay, now if we have to talk about what are the real life examples of artificial intelligence in our day-to-day life, well, obviously these examples are email spam filter. So basically when you receive an email, there is a spam filter which is standing over that email and it's going to judge if you are if you want to read that email or is it a spam. Then we have robo advisor which are going to actually give you some sort of an advisory. Then we have self-driving car. Obviously I've given the example of Tesla, and also we have Siri, Alexa and other smart assistant. Now what they do, they actually say, like let's say I'll say, hey Google, can you tell me what is the weather today? Now this is the way I talk to my mother, I talk to my brother, I talk to my father. Okay, in same sense right now what I have done, I'm using my voice, I'm communicating with a device which is non-living, and that is giving me the decision based on the questions which I have asked. I don't have to type something, it is using my voice. So these are few examples of where artificial intelligence is actually making an impact, or I would say these are the examples of artificial intelligence in our day-to-day life. Okay, now let's try to understand where we are standing in the artificial intelligence career path, sort of a say. So first of all, you can see the artificial intelligence industry is growing by 32% from last couple of years for a very specific reason. Pandemic has happened. Now after the pandemic, what has happened? A lot of companies, being very honest, are looking for solutions which are artificially intelligent. For a very specific reason, they want to remove the manual labor, if I may talk about, or they want to remove the repetitive task. Secondly, you can see there is a high talent gap in the industry for a very specific reason. This is actually not an easy industry to step in. Like if we talk about various industry where it is very easy to step in, this is one such industry where actually there is a huge talent gap, being very honest. Then if we talk about in terms of pay scale, what we get, so we get around $100,000 a month on an average in artificial intelligence field, which is obviously a huge sum of money for someone who is starting their career in artificial intelligence. Then if we talk about the sort of an impact, or I should say the flexibility in artificial intelligence industry, you can see there are so many options available. You can see I can start my career as a freelancer, I can become a consultant, I can become a researcher, I can become a practitioner, or I can even build products using AI and I can sell them. Obviously I can become sort of a startup and I can use the power of artificial intelligence to launch my own company. So you can see if we talk about artificial intelligence, it is very flexible and the career opportunities are actually immense. If you want to get into IT, but if you don't have programming knowledge, we have released a video where we are telling you how you can get and what kind of jobs you can get in IT without coding knowledge. Okay, now let's try to understand what are the various different career options which are available for us in artificial intelligence. So first of all, obviously machine learning engineer. Here your role will be to make sure that you can model something which can actually start learning from it and start predicting what is going to be the outcome with that. Secondly, after that you can become a data scientist. Obviously you can understand what kind of a data is there and you can actually predict, okay, this is what is going to happen. So if we talk about stock trading, sort of an application where they predict the price of stock will go high or low based on the various data which is being given. After that, if we talk about business intelligence developer, obviously this is one of the most important field for a very specific reason. Whatever business is happening around the industry, or I should say within your company, you should be able to actually give the intelligent outcome towards the data which is coming to the company. Then if we talk about NLP engineer, obviously this is again a new field if we talk about an artificial intelligence field, because this stands for natural learning processing. So here what happens, just like I'm talking to you, so various basically what happens in YouTube, if I'm talking right now, YouTube will be able to actually convert my speech into text. This is where NLP engineer actually walks in. Then we have robotics engineer, so obviously various machines. So if we talk about Mars rover, which is actually in the Mars, nobody can control that obviously, and the signal gap is around 8 minutes. So it gets very difficult for us to actually do some sort of intelligent stuff with that. So basically what you can do, you can build some robots which are intelligent enough, which can take decision based on the circumstances around them. After that, obviously data analyst work, already discussed with the data scientist work. Then you can become a software architect. In the software architect, you can actually implement artificial intelligence. You can implement artificial intelligence and you can get the work done, or maybe I should say remove the repetitive task, maybe like if we talk about web scraping or maybe stuff like that. And finally, if we talk about big data engineer or big data architect, so like you are going to actually enable people to actually leverage the power of big data by your artificial intelligence skill set. Okay, now in the last part, we are going to discuss what are the various FAQs people have related to artificial intelligence career option. So first question is obviously, can you get into artificial intelligence with no experience? Well, the answer is diplomatic kind of a thing, and if you need a dedicated answer, obviously you should reach to our expert. The link is given in the description of this video and obviously the first comment. So basically what happens, if you don't have any experience on artificial intelligence, you need to have grab some experience related to the industry. You should be working with the open source projects, you should be making videos, you should be constantly updating your LinkedIn, and you should be showcasing that what you are doing in the artificial intelligence field. You cannot actually walk into a company and say, hey, I want to learn artificial intelligence, I have learned artificial intelligence, I have no experience, please give me the job. It does not happen like that. We have to be very honest with that. Secondly, we talk about what skills do you need to land an entry-level AI position. I would say in that case, learn the language of Python, one of the most used language of artificial intelligence. And second, have some knowledge of machine learning algorithms, or I should say machine learning, because this is one of the most important skill set in artificial intelligence if you are looking for a job at the entry level. Then we have a question, do you need a degree to work in artificial intelligence field? The answer is no. The next question is how to work in artificial intelligence field. Well, obviously I would say have some entry level work, gain some expertise, then gain some cloud certification, because artificial intelligence is now moving towards the cloud. So if you're going to have some cloud certifications under your belt, like ML certification, artificial intelligence certification, and all, like if we talk about Google Cloud, if we talk about Microsoft Azure Cloud, if we talk about AWS, all of them have artificial intelligence, machine learning related certifications. And if you want to know which one is right for you, obviously you should be reaching us in the link which is given in the description of the video. But ultimately, if we talk about, this is how you will be working in the artificial intelligence field. So that is it for this video. I just want to understand, if you have any confusion, any doubt, put them in the comment. If you need a career guidance, obviously in that case, there is a link in the description of this video or also in the comment section. Click that link, fill in the details, and someone from our team will make sure that your career doubt is clear, because this is what we stand for. So thank you very much for watching this video, and we will see you in the next one.